Hello YouTubers and fellow Whovians, and once again, welcome to another Doctor Who action figure review. For today, I'm going to be taking a look at the Fifth Doctor and TARDIS from the Caves of Androzani collector figure set. And this, self-explanatory, contains the Fifth Doctor and it contains his TARDIS from that said story. We've got a nice little backdrop from Androzani from the end of the story with explosions and sinkholes and all of that carry on, and you can see all of that through the window box. You can see the Fifth Doctor and TARDIS. Once again, the packaging very similar to all the Doctor TARDIS sets that we've had recently. So you got the images of the Doctor and the TARDIS there. There's another look through the window box. Got that limited thing, even though I don't think they're as limited as they're making out to be. The Third Doctor one was. I mean, Jesus Christ, that was a ball ache to go and find, and I still haven't found it to this day. Maybe one day, eh? Once again, got a nice bio about the story. Which is quite informative for a figure set, given that this is 5+. Not sure that a lot of the kids will be interested in reading all of that, but it's great for all those long-time Who fans. Once again, really love this style guide, by the way. I know I've said it over and over again with all of these action figure reviews, but I think that the packaging for all of these B&M sets are absolutely remarkable, so I want to say good job to Character Options, and hopefully long may this continue going further forward in the future. So that's that. Now we're going to take a look at these figures outside of the box. And here are the figures outside of the box. So first off, we're going to take a look at the TARDIS, so we're just going to move the Fifth Doctor out the way for the time being and have a look at this. And I've got to say, this may be my favourite TARDIS so far, which has been released from the B&M exclusives range. Everything about it I really like. I really like the shape, I really like the design, the stacks on the roof especially. Just taking a closer look. You've got the lamp and everything. Once again, I think the painting of this exterior is really, really great. Shines quite a bit, like especially if you put it on the shelf, and it really stands out, especially alongside all the other TARDISes that I have. I mean, obviously, you've got your notable things, what you have on all the TARDIS exteriors. You've got your police public core box sign at the top, which I think is really nice. I really like how you have that light blue design, and if you have a closer look at that, you can see there's like little lines here and there of dirt to give off that impression that this is being out and about a lot. And seeing as this was on Androzani, what they've done, especially with this TARDIS, is they've added a little bit of dirt at the bottom. And it was quite like a sandy or muddy surface where they landed. So I quite like how character did that to add a little bit of depth to this TARDIS. It's not just a plain TARDIS exterior. Now, as far as I know, I believe this may be the same sculpt as the Seventh Doctor's TARDIS, which was released many, many moons ago. Obviously with that one it was a lighter blue, this one's a darker blue. To be honest, I think I prefer this, so I've ended up with a better one. Of course, I never had a Seventh Doctor's TARDIS from back in the day, so unfortunately I can't do any sort of comparison. So all I can do really is show you pictures of that TARDIS and then show you what we have in front of our eyes right here. Everything else, you've got the TARDIS lock, which is painted gold, and just the windows got little bits of
paint on there to give the impression that it is sort of dirty. It's been out and about, and overall, really dig this one. This may be my favourite classic TARDIS that we've had from the range so far. I would really love to see a 1960s TARDIS get released, even if it's just a plain re-release of the one which was released years ago, which again, like the Seventh Doctor's TARDIS, I never managed to get my hands on, so I would very much like that character option. So if you're watching this video, get on that and re-release that in a B&M range in the future. That would be splendid. Just take a look as well. Of course, it has the opening doors feature. No light and sound effects, as we all know. That's just the inside. Looks really plain inside, I've got to admit, but it's not really something. It's not really a way that I'll display that. So I'll always display the doors closed. So overall, really good. Really dig this TARDIS model, and really it's the reason why you should get this set, to be honest with you. It's amazing. So I'll just move this to the side because I think it will make a good diorama for the rest of this review. And now I'll take a look at the one other figure which is included in this set, and it is the Fifth Doctor from the Caves of Androzani. Obviously what this is, it's like a re-release of the Fifth Doctor with mud all over him. Now looking closer at this figure, it's obviously a season 21 Peter Davison action figure, although this time the trousers are painted differently, and I'm not sure which to prefer really, but I do quite like this. I've got to say, I do quite like that. Once again, the trainers have been painted with a bit of mud on them. They always have, to be honest with you, even with the normal Fifth Doctor figures. He's still got the same season 21 jumper with a bit of paint splodged on there to give the impression, yeah, it's just been in a lot of mud. Obviously it's a bit of an over-exaggeration of what we actually saw on screen, but to be honest with you, I'm not going to complain too much. It's another variation of the Fifth Doctor, and I guess it's something which will stand out a little bit on the shelf. Looking at the hair, I think this particular version of the Fifth Doctor figure has darker hair, which I suppose is nice. It's another little bit of variation here and there with the paint apps. Now, looking at the face, at angles, yeah, it does look like Peter Davison, but for some reason they've done something really weird with the lips, and he sort of looks like someone who's had like lip surgery, and it just looks really odd. I don't know why they've done that. So yeah, his mouth looks really odd. But they did this before with the 13 Doctor set as well, from all the pictures I've seen. So I don't know, is that what all Fifth Doctor figures are going to be looking like in the future? I have no idea at all. Bit of a shame really, because what we had before was rather good, so I don't know why they decided to do that. But overall, everything else about this Fifth Doctor figure is absolutely the same regarding your articulation and everything like that, and it is pretty much a season 21 Fifth Doctor figure. He also has the green underneath his collar, which was present on the other season 21 Fifth Doctor figures that we have had thus far, and are likely probably not to get again unless we get loads of re-releases in the future. All the main variations of the Fifth Doctor have been released now, and I can't really see where character options will go with the Fifth Doctor, apart from plain re-releases of existing variations that we've had before. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. If I compare him to the other season 21 Fifth Doctor figure which I have, then you can see the notable differences here and there. It's mainly with the paint applications. Most notably the trousers, as I said, they've been done a bit differently to the other Season 21 Fifth Doctor which we've had, and he doesn't have the celery as well with this new version, because I believe by the time he was rolling about in the mud just towards the end of the Caves of Androzani, he no longer had the celery equipped to his collar, which is a bit of a shame because that was quite an iconic part of his costume, even though it looks rather ridiculous. But there you have it, that is your comparison for this review. And that is my review of this set, all done and dusted. So overall, I've got to say, the TARDIS I really dig. If there's any reason why you should pick this set up, then it's definitely because of this TARDIS. I think it's an outstanding variation of the Doctor's iconic time machine. The Fifth Doctor is a little bit of a mixed bag. It's nice to have another variation, and it's nice to sort of close off a version of the Fifth Doctor which we could have got like 10 years ago, but finally we have him now, although the face looks a little bit weird. But apart from that, yeah, it is a very welcome release to have as part of the Doctor Who Classic Series action figure line. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching this action figure review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave this a thumbs up, comment and subscribe for more. Stay tuned for more Doctor Who action figure reviews, and I shall see you next time.